Hello, this is William Bowman, and I'm recording this video for Mr. Lee Thompson. Thank you so much, Mr. Thompson, for allowing me to record this video. I will try and make it impactful and give you some good information here. So I want to explain exactly what I found on your site, and then I want to show you exactly what to change in order to get better results from your site. So in order to do that, I need to explain some things so that you actually have an understanding of how to implement the changes and be able to tell when those changes are actually working. Because honestly, you're after results, right? So I'll be covering the volume of clients looking for your services in your specific area, what your top online competitor is doing to win that volume currently, and then things that you can change this exact moment on your site to win those clients in the future. So to start out, I want to pop through your site, kind of show you exactly what I found, but then later on, I'm actually going to look under the hood on both your site and your competitor's site so that you can get an idea of the comparison between the two and see what you can change right now. So when we're looking at this, when I'm popping through, I like the fact that, you guys have pictures. You guys indicate your services here, information about your services, telephone number, full service 24/7. I might change this to a different text color just so it's easier to see. And I did notice that it is one page, which is perfectly fine. I have seen one page websites rank. The one thing that I'll go ahead and note here is that it says not secure here. So that's a SSL certificate that you can get. It's just basically a security thing. It basically tells the user when they go to your website that it's like a secure place to be. And if you don't have that, then that means that whenever you pop here from Google, sometimes they're actually going to get a warning message saying, hey, this isn't a safe place. And when clients see that, sometimes they kind of freak out and they're like, okay, I'll just go to the next website. So we want to take advantage of any clients actually coming to your site. I do like that you guys are having coupons here, running deals that if you come to your site, you can actually see those deals. I would mention that you want to put some more content on this page. And there's a specific reason for that, right? I'm not telling you to just go write a bunch of content because, Google considers content to be king. So when you're writing that content, what you want to do is you want to put keywords in there. So, and you want to kind of repeat those keywords 5 or 6 times. And, what do I mean by keywords? So keywords are things that somebody simply would just throw into Google in order to find your service, right? So Lubbock tree removal is what I'm going to go with here. And I'll kind of explain the results and then I'll show you kind of why your competitors are popping up in those results so quickly. So if we're popping into Lubbock tree removal, first thing we're going to see is these ads, right? So these are the Google click ads. These are click to pay ads. You can pay to be up here. There is percentages that are shown based off of whether or not these are effective. For your area, I believe it's 2 to 3% of people who actually search this will actually click on one of these. But usually when those 2 to 3% click on them, they are going to usually use the service. So they're pretty good leads. It's just you pay for every click regardless of whether or not they click on it. So then when you pop into here, you're going to see this is called the Google Map Pack. So the Google Map Pack, if you aren't already on here, I would recommend go ahead and go get on here. You can do you go to Google My Business and you basically submit an application with them showing like the name of your company and address, and then they can throw you on here. That way you turn up in the results. Now there is ways to optimize this so that you end up in the top 3. That way whenever people are searching, they see you here for certain searches. But I want to get into actually ranking your site because this is where a lot of the traffic goes. Some of them will use this, some of them will use ads, but a lot of them will actually come down to what we call the organic search area. So the organic search area is just the area that you cannot pay for and is not associated with Google Map Packs. It's only based off of these words. So I pulled up your top competitor here, which is Hildebrandt Tech Tree. We go take a look at their website. Yeah, they have a nice website. They have multiple pages, a bunch of information. But I don't want to spend too much time going through their website, right? You can go check it out if you'd like to. But let's pop into why are they up here, right? So when we pop over here, we get to see some analytics of their site. So let me explain what these figures are, just so that you have an idea when we get to your site of what changes you can make to instantly start getting to some results. So first you have the UR. Their UR is 24. This is both of these numbers on a 0 to 100 scale, and they do impact your positioning on Google's rankings for your pages. So you want them, of course, to be higher. This UR is kind of like it's the URL rating, and it's kind of like the trustability of your site. So a 24, that's a decent score. Honestly, to be number one in the organic search, I usually see these around 30 to 35. Then you have a DR. So this is domain rating. This is kind of like the power or the reputation that your site has on the internet. Again, 0 to 100, this is actually surprising that they have such a low DR and yet they're so high up on the Google ranking. Typically for that position, I would see, at least 10 to 15 because that's super easy to get. But next, let's talk about, how do we build these two numbers? And there's a number of different things. You can go out and do citations, which is putting your information on different, sites. But you also want to do a big factor of it is backlinks. So backlinks are, imagine if I'm like writing a blog and I say, hey, if you guys want really good tree service, go check out Royal Arborlogical. They're the best Lubbock tree service here. And then I put a link to your site from my site or from a different site. That is what's called a backlink. So it looks like they have 32 different websites sending them a total of 71 backlinks. So about a little bit over 2 per. And then they are ranking for 57 organic words. So organic words are kind of like what I was talking about, they're the keywords. And because of all of this, they're getting on average 104 people coming to their website every single month. So let's go take a look at their organic keywords. That way you can see the volume of people that they're actually getting. So the volume, this is how many people are searching on average every single month for this exact word. And then this is their position. So their position is number 1. People are searching 80 times a month for this specific keyword. And you notice that if they added Texas at the end, it's a completely different keyword with a different volume, right? And they're also number 1 for that. They're also number 1 for this one, tree removal Lubbock, Texas, tree removal Lubbock, tree trimming Lubbock, Texas. I think you kind of get the idea here. But when we start adding up these volumes, you start to realize, wow, that's a significant number of people looking for my services in my area. So let's go and take a look at kind of what you're doing right now on your site and how that's impacting your traffic. So whenever I pop over to your site, this is what I'm seeing, unfortunately. I'm seeing no data, no backlinks, referring domains, no data. And for the 3 keywords that I'm seeing, you are targeting the right keywords. It's just, I guess since we don't have any backlinks or anything like that yet, it isn't ranking you. And this could be for a number of reasons. I'm guessing, just from looking at this data right now, that the site would be pretty new. But that is just a guess. There is a number of different reasons why you could get no data. It could be from your robots.txt file, which is just a file in your website that basically tells robots that are trying to scan them, including the Google search robot that what it does is what they call crawls different websites and determines what the ranking should be. So sometimes that robot text file can be blocking any bots, which unfortunately can stop that Google Search Console bot, which is very important for people to find you on Google. So that is a potential. This area right here, this not secure, is kind of what makes me believe that maybe it's just a brand new site. But I'm not going to keep assuming. I'd just rather let you know valuable information that you can implement to see some changes. So I would recommend going out and getting some quality backlinks. Now, I do want to stress here, the number of backlinks, yes, it will get to be important, but quality over quantity. I have seen 5 or 6 quality backlinks beat 1,000 backlinks. So definitely you want to get them from high UR, high DR sites that are reputable, that are maybe in your industry preferably, and that are basically linking to you. The best way to do this is by writing content for their site or asking to be on their blog, or by going out and, becoming a part of an industry or something like that. Those backlinks, to get quality ones, it can be a little bit of work, but it is very possible and they are worthwhile. The next thing is is the keywords, right? So this is something you should probably aim for about 1,000 to 1,500 words on every single page of your site that you are actually trying to rank. This will allow you to sprinkle in more keywords. That way you can be ranked for more words and kind of, grow the amount of words that you're ranking for. And, focus on the ones that actually have what we call buyer intent keywords. If somebody searches this, they plan on using your services in that area, right? So try and focus on these, some of these specific words that you see here. That way you can start ranking for those. Then, the easiest thing, this does actually go into effect when it comes to Google's search algorithm. So you should definitely get your SSL certificate. The SSL certificate is, you can get it usually from the person who is hosting your site. But it's basically just authenticating the identity, and it enables this encrypted connection. So it basically makes it a safe place to send and receive information. So I hope this information was helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call. I would really love to hear some feedback on whether this information was easy to follow. But thank you so much for your time, and I hope you have a great day.